What's good, YouTube? You already know it's your boy Triple Ed, and I'm 1/4 of the Unlucky Bros Incorporated. And I'm in here for Dragonic Overlord update deck profile. Post Return of the Heroes, I think that's what the set's called. Um, I've been really wanting to do this. I wanted to test it. I had it for a while. I wanted to test the deck out before I gave y'all a deck profile. But I'm really liking it. Really liking the Overlord. I am wishing for a few things, but I'll bring that up later. So let's go ahead and get into it. The ride line has not changed. The ride line has not changed. Uh, it's still Undu, Bar, Nahalem, Overlord, Undu, draw if you go second. Bar, if you ride over top of him, you get the counterblast one and search for any grade one you want. So most of the time you're getting a perfect card. If not, you're getting a grade one that you can use for later plays. Nahalem, when you ride Overlord on top of him, he comes out of the soul and then Overlord. So yeah, ride line hasn't changed. I play three more Overlord. I wanted to have as many Overlords in the deck as possible. You don't really use it for Persona Ride. You can if you like. If you use it for Persona Ride, something went wrong, or you just weren't able to get to your Overlord the end in time. But usually I use it for a rear guard because it still has that first effect where if it attacks a rear guard, your opponent can't guard from hand, so they have to either intercept or just let their unit die. Usually they just let their unit die. So you just get rid of units you don't want to deal with, or try to get rid of your opponent's intercepts so they can't stop your attacks. But yeah, there's three more just in case. If you want to Persona Ride, you Persona Ride. Man, you know. But now I play four Dragonic Overlord at the end. Dragonic Overlord at the end is great. During your turn, if you have a soul, if you have a Dragonic Overlord in the soul, his drop checks cannot be decreased, and he also gets +5. So that's great. And then at the end of the battle, this unit attack. You kind of just want to discard 2 cards in your hand, restand it, and it loses a drive. But if you have Overlord and Soul, you don't lose a drive. So this is great because you have a restanding Vanguard, and it doesn't have to hit to restand, so you just get multi-drive checks, which is nice. My only problem, I'm hoping we get a unit like Nirvana got, where it's like you can go into another Nirvana on your going, like if you go second, because I've noticed that Overlord's kind of slow because you have to ride this, and this doesn't count as a Persona ride. I really wish it did, but I understand why it doesn't. I hope we get that type of unit. I need a grade 1 that literally says if your opponent's grade 3, you can pay the cost and ride Overlord the end over top of Overlord. That way we won't feel so behind, because like I said, I played a lot of games this week, and I went second a lot of my games, and I always felt like I was just going slow. So this is nice. That's all for the grade 3s. On to the grade 2s. Play 4 Burning Horn Dragon. Burning Horn, when it's placed, counterblast 1. Search your deck for the top. Search your deck in the top 7 for an Overlord. If you do not get an Overlord, you get the counter charge. So if you don't get an Overlord, it's pretty much you don't get nothing, but you get your counterblast back. But if you do get an Overlord, you pay the counterblast to get an Overlord. Usually you would do this to try to get to your Overlord at the end. Sometimes you get your regular Overlord too, but yeah. And its second effect, when your Vanguard with Overlord and his card name attacks, this unit gets +5. Since Overlord restands and swings multiple times, it'll usually be +10. So you're looking at 20. Unless you hit that over trigger, and then you get 3 times, But next grade 2 I play 3 more Nahalem, since one Nahalem's already in the ride deck. We got 3 more Nahalem. Nahalem's great. If your Vanguard's Overlord and his card name, Soul Blast 1, and this unit and your Vanguard gets +5 into this turn, so it just helps you with the Overlord a little bit. And Nahalem's OG. If you don't know Nahalem, I might not know you. I played 3 Burning Dragon. I know some people play 4. I only play 3. Its effect, if you discard this during the battle phase, it goes into the soul. And then you can give a unit +5. So it's good for that. Other than that, doesn't do anything. You never call it. You're usually just using it for discard fodder. And you can boost your Overlord up when you're getting that extra attack, or you can boost a rear guard if you feel like your Overlord's not going to hit or something like that. But only running 3 of it. I run 2 Berserk Dragon. I only run 2 Berserk Dragons because I don't want to use too much counterblast. You need them counterblast for the Overlord to restand. So I don't use Berserk that much, but I do run 2 just in case Berserk Dragon. When it attacks of your Vanguard's Overlord is card name, this unit gets +5 to that battle. And then counterblast 1, choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or less rear cards to retire. So it's more retire. Because Overlord, usually if I play Overlord, on the rear guard, I usually get rid of front row. But if I want to get rid of some back row, I call Berserk Dragon. And Berserk Dragon can deal with anything in the back row that's being annoying. So, just 2. It's just there because, also it's there for aesthetics because Berserk Dragon, yeah. On to the grade 1s. I run 4 Dragon Monk Gojo. Gojo is here as a countercharger. I have not found a better countercharger for this deck. If anyone has any ideas out there, let me know. I'm looking for better counterchargers. Gojo's not bad, but you have to hit, and that's a problem because your opponent sometimes don't let you hit. That's the way of life. Sometimes people just don't let you hit, and you gotta take that L. What is wrong with me? But anyway, yeah. But Gojo's here. When the attack it boost hits, you can retire and countercharge. Sometimes that works. Sometimes people just take the Overlord attack because they're gonna either prepare for the second one or they just take it because they can't guard it. So you gotta try to plan out your Gojos. But I'm looking for a better countercharger. If anyone knows a better one, let me know. I played 3 of Stealth Dragon Togachirashi. Yeah, I played 3. I was gonna play 4, but I couldn't find the space. I thought about taking the Gojo out. But yeah, I played 4 of this. I played 3 of this. So when this card is discarded on your turn, you can put it into the soul. So it's good for that. I've had a game where I actually got into these and was just using them to discard for the ride, for like the regular rides. And I've also had times where I would discard this when my Overlord swung and then go into soul. And that's great because you want to get your soul up for the Harlem skill to get that +5. It's not much, but it's there, But I used it for that. On to the last grade 1 I play, and that is the 4 perfect guards, the good perfect guards, the ones you want to play because you need perfect guards. You want to try to stop attacks. Especially you definitely want to stop attacks when you're fighting Majesty Lord Blaster. Please nerf. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, my Lord is not busted, but Majesty Lord kind of busted when because like I said, I went second a lot in our fights these last few weeks. And Majesty Lord Blaster, turn 1, having a critical triple drive is kind of annoying. Not gonna lie, it's kind of annoying. So, and I know there are a lot of other units out there that be like, oh, your opponent must be grade 3 to get critical. I wish Majesty Lord was like that. Like, I don't mind him having that plus power. I don't care about that. But him having that extra crit early game when he already can get triple drive by sucking up a Blaster Dart, come on now. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm not, But, yeah. But you want perfect guards because Majesty Lord's fucking annoying. On to the triggers, the over trigger. I played a game this week and I enjoyed it so much. I draw checked this on my first Overlord swing and on my Overlord the end swing, and was able to restand 100 million. It was great. It was great being able to restand Overlord the end 3 times, like back in the day or V era. It was great. I enjoyed it, but yeah. Unlike the other over triggers, that I don't mind this one. Like the restand is great. It reminds me so much of Kagero. But yeah, the over trigger, it was great. It was great. I fucking loved it. I play 8 crit. 8 crit. There is no reason 8 crit. 8 crit. I don't really think I need to explain it. 8 crit. Your Overlord's doing most of the work. Your rear guards don't really do things often, but your Overlord's doing everything. He's swinging multiple times. You want to hit those criticals. Like if your opponent guards the first attack, they still got to guard that second one. So it's like either they're gonna perfect guard you, or you're just gonna try to overguard you, whatever. But your Overlord's swinging a lot, and there's nothing they can do about it. You're always gonna have your drive checks. I don't think there's a card in this game that lets your opponent take things out of your soul. By their choice. I know Prison can take cards out of the soul, but it's your opponent's choice, so you're never gonna choose your Overlord to give to them. So you're always gonna be swinging twice with double drive unless they make a card that gives you triple drive, and if they got that out, I need somebody to let me know. But yeah, just 8 crit. You want to put that pressure on your opponent. 3 draws. I don't run fronts. There's no reason to run fronts. Like I said, your Vanguard is doing most of the work, so you just want to run the criticals. The draws are in here to get to your pieces. You want to get to that Overlord the end as fast as you can, and just in case Burning Horn doesn't come out, or Burning Horn doesn't want to come out, or you just not seeing your cards. You want those draw triggers. Maybe they can let you draw into what you need. So yeah, draw triggers. Yeah, draw triggers, and then 4 heal triggers because healing is amazing in Vanguard. I've been doing that a lot lately because I've been fighting Majesty Lord a lot these last week, and at some point I just be taking the damage. I don't even guard him at times. I'll guard rear guards and then be like, you know what? I'm gonna take this hit, and then they'll hit me for 3 to 4 damage because it got triple drive, and they'll hit a critical. So they'll hit me for 3 to 4 damage, and then my last damage or my second to last damage will be a heal, and I'll heal out of it, and I'll be stuck at 3 when I'm going grade 3 and stuff. So you want to heal, but yeah, that's the end of my Overlord deck profile. Let me know what you think. I'm happy Overlord's in the game. I know a lot of people was already tired of the nostalgia and stuff, but I like Overlord, so I'm not complaining. I really like it, but like I said, Overlord is fun. I really would like a card that would allow me to go into him my going grade 3 turn if I'm going second, because it's slow otherwise, because if you go to this and then you have to try to survive, and then you got to ride, and then it's not a Persona ride, so you still have to you still got to kind of catch up in the game, and I kind of hate that. So I'm really hoping we get a unit that just says, oh, you go second, boom, and you're good to go for the rest of the fight. But and I also want Majesty Lord Blaster's critical to be taken away if I'm going second, because that's very annoying. But that's gonna be the end of my turn. Let me know if you agree with me or disagree with me. Let me know if you like my profile. Let me know what you changed. Let me know if you find a better counter charger for this deck. I am looking. But that's the end of our turn. Peace.